Was that with the running backs the last couple of days? What went into that?
He's done that a lot for us in the last, since we've been here. Just he can play both, and it's just a depth thing. So if we don't have enough guys, you got to cross-train some people. So if we get an injury or two, then we lose a running back or two, then we're down there. He can slide in. And the same thing, he can go out wide. So
how's he looking?
He's fine. He gets 2 or 3 carries of practice, so it's not like it's a permanent move. So he's done a nice job if he has to go in there. So.
Can you discuss the progress of the tight end position? You lost your productive tight end.
We did.
People are developing.
Yeah, they're all doing a really nice job. Obviously, Devin and Jordan are the 2 that have played for us. And then we've got a couple young guys, and David Preby and Greg Dulcich, that are doing a really nice job. And then we've got Lynchy's gone over there from the quarterback spot to kind of add a little bit of depth there and see what he can do. So all those guys are progressing right now. We're still in the beginning of spring, so there's been improvement every day. So we'll see as we continue to move forward. But we like what we've gotten out of that position so far.
This 2-week break coming up, how do you plan to use that as a coach and the coaching staff?
Yeah, we're in working. We get to kind of quality control work we've done in the first half of practice. Obviously, you got to recruit. You recruit every day, so there's part of that. And then they'll get a little bit of break in the second week. So we'll be in the first week just getting some normal work stuff done that we have to get done. And then the second week, the guys will be off.
How is recruiting going as far as your return to your relationship you had with previous relationship with a lot of coaches, and now you've been back for a year? Is there anything changed since you were gone?
Yeah, well, a lot's changed since I was gone and everything. There's a lot of, not a lot of coaches are at the same spots either, but there's always been good relationships we had, and we had a very good relationship, and we had Oregon recruiting, especially the Southern California area, because we had a lot of players from down this area. So, that has continued, with the top guys. Usually most of the top guys are still at their schools, but some guys have bounced around, but you still continue to have those relationships. So it's going well.
Is there a new approach that you have to have in 219 versus when you previous?
No, I think you got to be honest and transparent, and at the end, people appreciate that the most. We're not here to lead kids on. We're not going to offer 10,000 kids because 10,000 kids can't get into school here. So we're really thorough in terms of our academic evaluations and character evaluations before we offer a kid, because we mean what we say and we say what we mean. So if we offer a young man, then that means a kid can get into school here and we're ready to take the kids.
So you don't pay too much attention to the stars placed next to it?
No, I think, and it's not that we don't pay attention to that. I think those people do a nice job, but I don't know if they always have all the information. You may have, I can look at a film and say that kid's a 5-star player, but then he has a 1.9 grade point average, so he can't get into schools, or a lot of schools. Some schools he can get into, but other schools he can't. So that doesn't mean that you don't think the kid's a 5-star player. That's just he can't get into your school.
What are you seeing out of Jake Burton's development?
Jake's done a really nice job. Obviously played a ton of football for us last year. It's one of those things where he just is trying to improve upon what he started last year. So he kind of got thrown in the mix last year and did a really nice job for us. And then he's kind of, even though he's not old, he's one of the older guys at that group, because we're still a very, very young football team. And really in the offensive line, Boss is the only older player we have there. So, but Jake's done a really nice job so far in the first 5 training sessions that we had out here. And it's really kind of solidified the right side for us.
Coach Kelly had obviously a breakout year last year. In what ways can you improve for this?
In every way. It's like every player. You come out here in the afternoons when the NFL guys are out here working, and it's Russell Wilson or Tom Brady. And Tom's here. When Tom was here last year, he's working on his fundamental footwork. And you're like, why would a quarterback be working on fundamental footwork when you're 41 years old and have won multiple Super Bowls? Because everybody can continue to get better. And so, Josh is no different. He's played 1 season for us and had an unbelievable year for us. But he can improve in pass protection. He can improve in route running. He can improve in catching the football. He can improve in understanding the blocking schemes better so that he can make better cuts. So, but that's the type of kid Josh is. He's obsessed with getting better every single day. So, and you can see it. He's better from practice 3 to practice 4, and he's better from practice 4 to practice 5. So hopefully that trend continues for him.
What conversations, if any, did you have with him about potentially going to the NFL after last year?
Very minimal. We have them with most of our juniors, and tell them to submit their stuff to the league. The league does a great job of evaluating and giving them feedback, and then we just give them the feedback. And after giving him the feedback from the league, then he was fine and came back.
I have to ask this: has the admission scandal affected the team morale, department? Have you had conversations?
Our team morale, no. I don't know, and I don't know anybody involved in it. So. No, we haven't had anything from our players from that standpoint. No, not at all.
Can I ask you to take a moment to reflect back? It's been a year since you came here. I just wanted to see what is your comfort zone now, how it's progressed, and what have you discovered new, like a restaurant in LA, something in the community, a hiking thing. What have you discovered in a year's time being here about the school or about your job or about people in general of Southern California? Because this is the first time you've lived here.
I've discovered that was the most in-depth question we ever had for a spring practice session. So we love it here. So it's a great place. Good place to live, but I'm not that reflective and deep. I'm too young to start to kind of look back and kind of say what happened in the last year.
But is there something you've discovered that was new that you were surprised about since you've been here a year? A restaurant?
Yeah, as I said it the other day, the harsh winters. This was a really harsh winter for me, in terms of the rain and the weather. But besides that, everything's been great. There's nothing new we're discovering. I don't look at it that way. I discover new things every day. I'm not that smart, so every day I figure out something new here. So
what did you discover yesterday new?
What did I discover yesterday new? That's a really good question. I couldn't give you one for yesterday. But today would be this line of questioning is new for me. So.